Live from Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, it is Game 4 of the Missouri Showcase. This features Arizona State versus Maryville. Hello, everybody. Steve Casson along with Scott Lutzke tonight, as Arizona State in yesterday's game suffers a 2-1 loss to Lindenwood, and Maryville takes a 9-0 victory over Concordia. And these two teams will battle today. Arizona State comes in at 5-2, Maryville at 5-4. And both of these two teams looking for supremacy in Women's Division I. Arizona State yesterday had previously not allowed goals in 194 minutes and 8 seconds. Well, that was changed to 213 minutes and 58 seconds after they gave up a goal in yesterday's game. That was to Lilies at 1951 of the first period. And then a power play by G, her second of the season, and the 2-1 victory goes to Lindenwood University. For Maryville, they had a much easier time with a 9-0 win over Concordia. Sydney Poisson gets the hat trick, including 2 power play goals. And that victory was very easy for Maryville. Let's join our public address announcer for the introduction of today's lineups.
Starting in the net for Maryville, number 31, Caitlin Caprain. At defense, we have number 2, Emma Gerwitz. And number 10, Maggie Brawley. Up front, we have left wing, number 78, Sydney Poisson. And right wing, number 11, Colleen O'Leary. And at center, number 22, Maddie Johnson. Starting at home for the Sun Devils in net, we have number 31, Hallie McClelland. At defense are number 20, Sammy Lutz. And number 26, Berkeley Radcliffe. Up front at left wing, we have Shay Sacchini. And right wing, number 28, Jill Ketchum. At center tonight, number 24, Sam Murphy. At this time, please stand and remove any caps as we play our national anthem.
Springfield's home for more music, more variety.
National anthem from Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. You heard the announcement on the starting goaltenders. Hallie McClellan in 4 games, 2-2 with a 2.11 goals against average and a .924 save percentage. Looks like we have an on-ice festivity. Let's pause for that.
Program honors families fighting breast cancer throughout Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas, Southeast Kansas, and Northeast Oklahoma. The Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks has been helping families in crisis for 20 years. BCFO gives non-medical financial assistance to families with a loved one in treatment. They also pay for free screening mammograms. Tonight, Springfield businessman and BCFO board member Dan Cobb will do the ceremonial drop. Please welcome Dan to the ice. He is responsible for our pink ice this year at Jordan Valley Ice Park. Hockey fans, put your hands together for this service organization that has helped thousands of women and their families throughout the years.
And in case you were wondering where the pink ice came from, that's why. Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks was a recipient when Missouri State was here this past weekend, and they painted the ice pink. The jerseys off the back of the players were auctioned off. That one that you just saw there was an old one that we had from a couple of years ago. But that is the reason for the pink ice. It will be changed out, I believe, by next week. Missouri State has a Division III showcase, the Route 66 showcase coming up that we will broadcast. But I don't know if the ice will be changed in time or not, Scott. I know you're shaking your head, but it took about a week to get this one going. So
yeah, they're supposed to take it off on Monday after tomorrow, so either Sunday evening or Monday. I typically will have a practice with Pee Wees here, and our practice on Tuesday was canceled because of that, so it'll be done this week.
All right. Getting back to the goaltenders here for Maryville, Caitlin Cadrain in nets. In 5 games, she's 2-2 with a 2.0 goals against average and a .936 save percentage, so this is going to be a good game if you're going stats-wise here tonight. Arizona State, Maryville. Arizona State will skate from the left to the right, and from the right to the left it'll be Maryville University. And off the draw quickly it'll be Emma Gerritz to send it all the way into the Arizona State zone. Back behind the net at the half board, centered right out in front, broken up. It was Madeline Johnson with the opportunity there. Now it's a 3-on-2 for Arizona State. They bring it across the line. Drive by Sam Murphy, that is, sails wide. Picked up by Shea Cicchini. Down the middle, an attempt by Sammy Lutz, that is denied, and it's out to center ice underneath Let's stick and all the way back down into the Arizona State zone. Maryville with a short change are able to do that. They tie up the play in the back. We're just underway here in the first period. Far side now. Here's Jill Ketchum. Has a goal and 2 assists this season, the junior out of Anchorage, Alaska. 18:57 remaining in the period. Now it's Finn Larson with an attempt that kicks into the corner off of some skates. Centered right up the middle, intercepted though. Arizona State with Shashini to get it out to center ice. Line change, a full sail for Arizona State. That was just the teams that played moments ago, Lindenwood and Concordia. That was a 2-1 victory for Lindenwood. In fact, both of their games this weekend have been 2-1 victories. Puck chopped up high. It's still in the Maryville zone. Sent all the way around by Finn Larson. Help to the corner. Stays in the zone. Here is a attempt by Maddie Pladsen, broken up at the line, and backhanded down by Manu Kelsall. She got one of the goals. In the contest against against Concordia. Line change for Arizona State. Getting dumped in front was Andy Main. She gets back on side. Picked off at the blue line. And returned back into the Maryville end of the ice. Over to the far side. Addison Cooper is there. She'll try to move it ahead, but instead will go to the bench. Emily Klein still looking for her first points, the junior out of Princeton, Minnesota. In front of the ASU bench. Now returned quickly on a quick pass to Tavona Greenfield off of her stick as she gets into the Arizona State zone. And Maryville with some quick pressure here, although here come the Sun Devils. Brooks, right side, blocked by Gurwitz and cleared out to center. Now getting upended is Abby Steinman, nothing doing there. Play back into the ASU end. Line change for Maryville, but a little late getting on. Here comes Lutz with a drive in, save, rebound into the corner, swept away. And it's Maud St. Louis. Up to Maggie Brawley. Cross-ice pass, and unfortunately, the goaltender gets knocked out of place by a sliding defenseman, but Maryville can't get a good shot during that sequence. Chadwick is there. Carly sends it up on the right side, and off the boards, Malik Rabic will run into a couple of Saints, and it's sent right back into the ASU end. Sheridan Gloyd. Her pass is tipped up. It was apparently not touched, so we get an icing call. 15:37 to go in the period. Icing will bring it back into the ASU end of the ice. Face-off one, taken by Arizona State. Shashini with a shot, and it's partially blocked. Come the other way. Lead pass. Connects with Sarah Brooks. She's right side. Brooks looking for some help. Nothing doing there. Taken out along the goal line, far side, and we get a stoppage in play. 15:15 to go in the period. And no score. They are now keeping track of shots, 2-0 in favor of Arizona State. Maryville gains possession after the faceoff. And as quickly as they had it, it's taken away. And they'll reset. Too far for St. Louis, but she put some pressure on and almost stole the puck in front. 3-on-2 developing for ASU. Down the middle, left side, Murphy. Her shot attempt is blocked. Turning around with it is Cooper for the Saints of Maryville. Line change for Arizona State. They do it quickly. Lead pass, too far for the stick of St. Louis. We get an icing call. 14:33 remaining in the period, and icing will bring it back into the Maryville end of the ice. If you're wondering when our next game is, it's early tomorrow. Maryville and Concordia will have it for you. Breakfast, women's hockey style, tomorrow morning. Some of us, though, will have to get here much earlier. Now along the right wing boards, backhanded in by Finn Larson. At the line, and Emily Toole is there. But it's Arizona State with possession. Berkeley Radcliffe off of her stick, tried to connect with Kat Jones. And now we get some obstruction in the neutral zone. Nothing doing there. Turned over. Here are the Saints of Maryville. Greenfield sends it in the zone. Has a goal. The sophomore from Fairbanks, Alaska. Now the pressure is turning. Maryville down in the Arizona State end. On the ice now is Minot Kelsel. Back in her own zone is Logan Arand. She breaks free on the left side. Sends it over to Kirsten Oderman. She'll go to the bench, and racing in hard for Maryville as the Saints get called for too many men. They had a player racing in hard, and they did not get the additional player off. And it's too many men called against Maryville. Or we'll call it too many players on the ice, which it's always been that hockey term. So a penalty, and now the power play for the Sun Devils. They are 2 for 12, 16.7%. They did not score in yesterday's game. They were 0 for 7. I'm having a little trouble getting it up on the scoreboard. Once that takes place, we will.
Maryville, number 19 is being served by number 19, Faith Cook. Too many players on the ice.
Well, there you go. As you heard, Cook will serve the too many players. Maryville on the penalty kill. They are 6th. They've allowed 3 for 38, 92.1%. They clear it here. So a battle of statistics now. We'll see which one bends. Shashini. Left side, has some room. Has Jones in front, sends it to her, and a pad save. It's cleared. So Cadrain makes the save. It's sent back out. And all the way down into the Arizona State zone. They'll set it up again. Lutz across the line. Gets it to Radcliffe. Now coming from the right side and getting a shot was Murphy. Reflects behind the net. The goaltender's lost her stick. Cadrain doesn't have a stick. Shot in, it's blocked. In fact, it's completely behind the net, so there's no way she can grab it even if she wanted to. Murphy. She'll go to the bench. Shot in, tipped just wide, and it deflected in front past Ketchum and then cleared. 43 seconds left. Cadrain now has her goaltending stick. Puck across the line. It's broken up by Seltzer. And Page clears it out. Here might be a break. Oderman comes in. She shoots, and a save by McClellan. She'll hold on a shorthanded bid to take the lead for Maryville. Shots are now 3-2 in favor of the Sun Devils. Again, if you joined us late, 9-0 Maryville in Game 1 on Friday. 2-1 Lindenwood last night. And then Lindenwood wins over Concordia 2-1 here just about an hour ago. Puck sent into the Maryville zone, and icing will be called. 11:07 to go in the period. 7 seconds remaining in the penalty. That was assessed to Maryville, and they've actually put the penalty on the wrong side. I knew that's what confused me. Arizona State, as the penalty expires, coming out of the box is Cook. They have possession of the puck. Saints with St. Louis. Brings it in, and a backhander by O'Leary is sent behind the net. Colleen O'Leary, 4 goals, 6 assists from Seattle, Washington. Partial change for Maryville. They were trying to hit Abby Steinman in front, but it's taken away by Maryville. Centered right through the crease from Radcliffe. And the Saints keep it in. They still have it. Up high, Logan O'Brien. Shot in, it gets deflected. Good save there by McClellan up over the net. Chased down by Brooks. Maryville still with possession. Here's a shot that comes in wide by St. Louis. Off the end boards on the left side, flipped up over the goaltender after McClellan makes a save. Now we get a Saint knocked out in front, no penalty. And another one. The play continues. It's out to center in a line change for Maryville. Lindenwood with a partial change there too. Here comes Murphy. Actually, that is... We'll have to figure out who number 14 is. That is not on my roster. But here's Murphy. And she takes her player down. We're going to get a hooking call. And Maryville will go on another power play. So Arizona State with their first penalty.
Arizona, number 24, Sam Murphy, hooking.
So hooking is the call. Shot comes in. A scramble for it there. The follow-up shot, it is deflected up high after the attempt by Larson. And we come the other way. Racing all the way down is Cecchini. Picks up the puck, centers it right through, deflected by Johnson and out to center. So all sorts of action there. And 1:17 remaining in the penalty. Puck cleared out to center. Back in the Maryville end. They turn around with Poisson. Sidney gets it through. A centering pass is deflected away. And Lutz with it. Lead pass. Too far. It's tipped in on goal and held on to by Cadron. And now we have an issue with the clock still running. So they're going to have to reset the clock and or hold the clock, as there was about 15 seconds or so run off of that. So I'm not sure what they're going to do here. I would say hold the clock. That's the easiest way to do it. So discussion now with the officials as they try to figure out how much time ran off the clock. So everyone here is volunteer. Can't argue with being thrown into this at the last moment. You see hockey director Richard Burke trying to get things under control. I would just say, Scott, I'll bring you in on this. I'd just say hold the clock.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Do a head count of 15 seconds or so. And of course, I don't know what they're saying down there, but they did change the time on the clock, but the penalty did not,
And the penalty, unless you remove it.
Yeah, well, then you can add it, and they did.
And they did, okay.
Looks
All
like
right,
we're good.
we are set up here. 47 seconds now remains in the penalty to Murphy. 7:18 to go in the period, and no score. Shots 5-4 in favor of Maryville. Now work it down in. Sarah Brooks sends it around the net, looking for some help. Calling for it was Sophia Nab, but instead it comes right up the middle. A bouncing puck. Nab is there. She shoots. It's blocked in front. Loose out in front, and a save by McClellan. She's able to hold on. "27 seconds left in the penalty to Murphy. And Maryville with a chance to potentially take the lead. Gloyd behind the net. Here's a wraparound in front that missed, and it's out to center. Madeline Johnson thought she had something there. 8 seconds to go in the power play. Gerwitz, lead pass across. 2 seconds remaining. The power play is now over. And here comes Cecchini. Across the line, gets it to Murphy. Murphy waits, she shoots, and a save by Cadron. She'll hold on. 6:19 to go in period number 1. And coming up at the first period intermission, we'll have a talk with Maryville's Tom Lang, and then in the second period intermission, replay the interview with head coach Lindsay Ellis of ASU. Now they're going to change positioning. Emily Klein goes to the right. Morgan Benson to the left, and now the officials are still talking over a few things. Everything's set up, so we are ready to drop the puck. Gerwitz sends it over to the far side. It pops out to center and picked up by Brooks. Sends it in off the boards. Brooks is there. It is loose, and it makes its way outside where Gerwitz will send it right back in. Delayed offside. Everybody clears the zone. Shots are 4 apiece. 6:57 to go in the period. And it's out to center. Quickly shot back into the Arizona State zone. So possession turning itself now. Stealing the puck. Here's Seltzer behind the net. Out to center. Well, it'll be returned by Megan Flock back into the zone. Pressure along the line. Oh, getting hit from behind is Toole, and we are going to get a penalty against Arizona State. So Emily Toole draws the penalty. And this one will be assessed to Maddie Meisenbrink. Two penalties, 4 minutes. This will be number 2 with which Arizona State has to kill. And a golden opportunity for Maryville to take the lead. Shot comes in off the stick of Brooks. Deflected by the goaltender McClellan. Up high. Gerwitz is there. Send it to the corner. And it is out to center ice, though. And all the way back down. Gerwitz, lead pass. It connects one-handed to Poisson. Here's Sydney Poisson. Wait, she shoots up high. Far side, it is cleared out, and a good play to keep it at least close enough for Maryville to hang on to it. It was a great play by Sophia Nab. Back in the Maryville end, 4:11 to go. Nab has it go through her stick. Brooks is there. Brooks, left side, makes it as far as the Arizona State line and is able to send it down to Maddie Platson. Platson gets triple teamed. Puck dug out in a drive, missing wide. It's out to center. Same person that just missed wide, Larson. Saints had it for a moment, did Seltzer. Eight seconds. That's all that remained in the penalty. Puck comes all the way down. No icing, though. Gerwitz is there, and we're back to 5-on-5. Poisson moves into the zone. Broken up, and Arizona State regains possession. Well, as soon as I say that, it pinballs through. All the way down for Murphy. Off the board, stays in left side. Drive that comes in, just missing wide. Off the stick of Shashini. Now a drive in from Maine is held onto by Cadrain. 2:30 to go in the period. 0-0 game. Again, Tom Lang will be our guest in the first period. He is the head coach of Maryville. And then we'll replay an interview with Lindsay Ellis from Arizona State. That's one we did yesterday. Movement to the far side. Backhanded out to center. And Kelso will drive it as far as the blue line. Logan Arand, who's there for Maryville. Now two players with double team. Chipped away near side. St. Louis is there. St. Louis had a goal in the 9-0 win. Her fourth of the season. That came early in the second. Play at the far end of the Arizona State zone. Board battle there. Meanwhile, both teams are able to change a couple of players while all that's going on. Kept in. Good pressure by Maryville now. Shot tipped in front. The initial drive came off the stick of Brawley and just tipped in front. Brawley has it again. She shoots, goes wide to the right this time. 46 seconds remain in the period. Shots unofficially 4-4. Arizona State across the line, bringing it through. Centered right up the middle. Held in. Lloyd is there with a shot. Still working it. Elsa is there. And we get a whistle for a stoppage. And I don't know if this was an offside. Oh, we get a penalty. Interference. That's the call. Interference apparently to Brawley.
Penalty on the play to Maryville, number 10, Maggie Brawley, interference.
So that is the call. So that will be power play number 2. But only 6 seconds left in the period. 2 seconds. And that's it for period number 1. And just to let you know, it's the end of the period.
Yeah, so that penalty was in front of the net. It was an interference call in front of the net. One of the players knocked over another player, so.
Yeah, you were in an area where you could see it. I was not able to
Yeah.
see it where the boards are.
The ref was right against the boards down here, so I don't think you could have seen him from where you were at. But
So we know that when we start the second period, 151 will remain in the penalty. That will be assessed to Brawley. So after one period, no score, much like we have had in other games this showcase. Shots apparently 4-4. We'll go with it for now. So McClellan sees 4. Caitlin Cadron sees 4.
I gave the box crew a quick brief and rundown on how to keep shots on goal, so they don't have to do it. Wait till the end of the period. So
sounds good. Maybe you should give me one too. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back. It's no score after one period.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Steve Casson. Once again with the head coach of Maryville University and Tom Lang. And Tom, yesterday 9-0 victory over Concordia. You just saw what happened moments ago, a 2-1 game against Lindenwood. Okay, how do you assess this?
It's one of those things with, I don't want to talk down, but a little bit lesser skilled first-year program. You can't play down to necessarily their level, buy into the fishing term of bait and cast and just see what comes. You got to stick to your game plan yesterday, and I kind of harped on the girls, even though we were up 1-0 5 minutes into the game yesterday. We laid back on our heels until kind of gave them a little chewing out and on the bench, and popped 2 in with the last 2 minutes of the period. But you just got to be relentless out there against those teams, because as you saw in this game here against Lindenwood, you let them hang around long enough. It's a shorthanded goal with 4 seconds left in the second, and then they put the pressure on. Concordia did the last 7 minutes of the game and almost tied it, make it 2-2.
Sydney Poisson, what can you say about her? She gets a hat trick, 2 power play goals. Yes, the game was what it was, but for the most part, your team could have given up, and they didn't, and they just kept scoring.
Yeah, it's one of those things, these are some of the games where you don't have to shorten the bench against, Concordia and some other teams, to where you can even out that playing time, so, get others some experience where they wouldn't have in certain situations. We got a big test against Arizona State here, so we will, not be able to roll 4 consistently like we did yesterday, but they'll play plenty. But with Sid, it's a matter of just hitting the net. Some of our shooters shoot, they all want to go high glove, where mama hides the cookies, and, sometimes they miss the net and it's going the other way for an odd man break. So it's been good that she's hitting the net, and scoring on those chances, but at the same time, we got to be smart about how we work the power play and work some odd man rushes.
The schedule was set up as such so that the two local teams, being Maryville and Lindenwood, don't necessarily get to play each other. Do you kind of situation here with the way the games have kind of wound up already, do you kind of wish you could play each other?
Honestly, no. I wish there was 2 more teams we could get a different one in, but due to, COVID last year and people owing other people travel, we played Lindenwood 5 times this year. We played them once, so we've got them actually 2 times next weekend at our barn, and then we play them twice at their barn over 2 separate weekends in the second half of the season. So,
you've just seen enough of them.
We played them 5 times last year. Well, we'll see them 4 to 5 times every year we're playing in each other. So, I would say, how the schedule is now, we can't look past today, but, I necessarily don't want to play Lindenwood or ASU at 9:30 in the morning either. You get a bad night's sleep, and you don't know what's going to happen the first period and a half.
And tomorrow is going to be tough. I talked about at breakfast here with the showcase, and you get to play Maryville, you get to play Concordia again, and then Lindenwood and ASU play once again, too, as a very early scenario. And the schedule, of course, is set up. This is Halloween weekend. There's things going on tonight. It's early games. Last night was late games. And I'm sure everyone on a Sunday wants to travel home as quick as they can. So, yeah, that's what you're going to get with this situation. But if you look at your hockey club right now, and you look at the players that are putting points in the net, you almost have 6 players with double figures. And then you've got others like Emily Toole, who's just waiting to get a few more points. Obviously, well-balanced scoring is the key to a hockey club. But if you find that you've got players that are filling out all the holes and the needs that you have, then scoring will come.
Yeah, exactly. And, just like you mentioned, Emily's a freshman, so she's buying into the system. She had a little injury where she missed 3 games already at the start of the year. So, it's one of those things where you got to kind of try and manage your schedule the first half, but you don't want to sit back and not play enough games for them to feel comfortable in the college hockey. But, we're kind of in a unique situation this year where we kind of got a sprint, and then we had a few weeks off, and then now we're back in the grind until Thanksgiving. We don't have a weekend off. So for those players, it helps spread out the scoring. It helps further deepen our lineup, and it makes us a more competitive, more balanced, more well-rounded roster than we've had before. Only 1 year playing, but a lot of things to come, and more opportunities for more people to succeed on the ice as the games come.
Tom Lang, head coach of Maryville University, 2nd year with the club. We mentioned this the last interview we had yesterday, but 11 sophomores, so kind of a young team. Still want to get them to buy into the system. You only have 3 juniors who will be seniors next year. Then this whole sophomore club will become juniors. And then you have your 7 freshmen, which, of course, add another round of freshmen. But the key is going to be in 2 more years. When those 11 sophomores are seniors, and whether or not they take a 5th year or not, you're looking at that 4-year average turnover scenario.
I've kind of got you beat on that. So last year, as you know, on the men's side, you were 4 years, and then the ACHA, you get a 5th year. Well, we were on probation last year, so we were not national eligible, and we got a COVID year. So all my freshmen, if they want, now not all of them will, but they can play 6 years. So they they can go through their master's program. So I'm hoping that, and I say this, I don't want to sound rude, but, hopefully 5 of them will stick around, 6 of them will stay around, so that the next year then I can ease myself in a class where I'm not losing half of my roster like you're talking about to have a massive turnover. And I'll also ease in with another class or 2 where instead of, this year I'll probably take 7. The following year I may only take 4 or 5 because I gotta soften that gap for the next year, and then I only take maybe 6 that year, and then I'm getting closer to that 6 to 7 range every single year is what you're going to need.
And that is tough for teams that, you have your systems, you have everything you need, especially if maybe your top 1 or 2 lines are juniors to seniors. It's very tough. Luckily for some teams, they have freshmen that come in, and the next thing you know, they're your top line, and great, I've got 4 more years or 3 more years of some lines that can score. And I'm sure there's a lot of things people say, well, it's easy to be a head coach. And half of them laugh and say, no, it's not. There are so many different things and nuances that you have to figure out because you need to be successful.
Yep, it's one of those things where, we kind of joke. We don't really sleep. We don't really stop talking. The wives and fiancés and girlfriends of coaches and, whatever it may be, you're always on your phone. My wife's, what are you doing? I'm texting a player. Why do you got to have a call at 8 o'clock at night? It's the only time that works for them. You got to work, even though you're the head coach, you got to do what those recruits are doing. And, you try to do them during the day while you're at the rink. But if not, you got to accommodate them because it's part of the job. And, we joke, we get a little bit of summertime off, but, you're still working during the summer recruiting. And once you fill your class for the 2022 season, you're starting on the 2023 season. It's with a log jam that's built up, as on the men's side. It's no different on the women's side with COVID and all those D1 players that are staying an extra year or two now that have that eligibility, and that pushes the next class coming in down. So you're seeing a lot of girls post-grad now where they never used to because they don't, unfortunately, if you're not NCAA Division I, you're probably not going to have a chance at a national development, Team USA, Team Canada roster spot. So they're ready to go to school.
One of the things that's interesting about the ACHA, and you mentioned that because of COVID and because of a couple of different things, they've changed the rules. And it was tough because in the beginning, and I don't know about the women's side, I don't know about the men's side, but in the beginning they said if you play in the fall semester, you lose eligibility. And the next thing you know, they come out and say, oh, no, it's okay, we're going to give everybody that. How tough was that, or was there even a decision when you decided to play last season?
There was, it was one thing for us is we were playing regardless. With COVID protocols, we didn't play till January 9th was our first game. So we just practiced all first semester. We kind of knew that going in. We had some dates set up, but pretty much once the NCAA came out and said there's no hockey being played first semester, everybody redid their schedules. Thankfully, our conference and the WMCH everybody was playing but Minnesota. So we kind of had options. We were very flexible with our schedules. It was easy to reschedule games and games that we had already done. We were able to shift weekends to make it work. But, at the end of the day, I needed those 11 freshmen last year to play hockey somewhere. And thankfully, we were able to at Maryville to get them that experience that helps our leadership core this year succeed. And, we're on a four-game win streak here right now, so looking to build off of that in today's game against Arizona and keep it moving forward.
So on the women's side, it was different. I know on the men's side, they did play in the fall semester, correct?
Some teams did, yes.
I know.
At Maryville, Lindenwood, and McKendree did not.
Okay, I know Missouri State was one that did not also, but in the second semester of the teams that actually did play, those were the teams, which was nice to be able to play locally and still get some games in, which, as we're talking to Tom Lang of Maryville University. Tom, one last question here. So at this point, I know it's a relatively new team, but is it fair to say it's Lindenwood? But who do you think's your biggest rivalry?
I would say Lindenwood and McKendree right now. It's kind of the obvious. We played each one of them 4 times last year. We're going to play them each 4 times this year. We kind of haven't established ourselves enough yet to have some hatred or bad blood versus, except one of those 2 teams with last year. We played Midland 3 times. We lost all 3. But I would say, yeah, you're going to have to say it's the Borders right now.
And, of course, playing them 5 or 6 times a year, once rankings start to come out and once you play teams that are ranked, and I'm sure Lindenwood will be ranked. When you play Arizona State, they're going to be a ranked team. Do you look at it as, okay, we've got to schedule ourselves around teams that we know will be ranked?
Yeah, I would say so. You're going to have your games to where I politely say you'll need some confidence builders, or maybe a team that's kind of no game's a layup, but to ease yourself into your schedule. You necessarily don't want to come out playing Liberty, Minot, Midland, Lindenwood, and McKendree your first games because you start off, 2-5 or 3-5. You're working yourself out of a hole all year. We kind of did that at the start of this year, but at the end of the day, you got to play the best to beat the best, so that's kind of how we look at it.
Talking with Tom Lang, head coach of Maryville University. Tom, thanks so much for doing this, and I know I wished you good luck yesterday, so good luck again for the rest of the season. And one day we'll head up there and we'll check out one of your games.
That works great, and if you guys in the future decide to put a women's team together, it'd be nice to be able to come down for 3 hours and experience a packed house just like the men do, and the hatred rivalry that you guys have. That if we can, I think we got games, so we'll probably catch it again live on the live stream, but they come down and see you guys this year, and you guys reciprocate next year. So
absolutely, we would love to have that. I don't know what the status is of a women's team. I know Missouri State has had a couple of women on their team before, and one of them, Sarah Sabo, made a great entrance. I don't know if you heard about this, but her first shift, her first play, she checked a guy into the Missouri State bench, and after that, she was pretty much the hero of the team.
I did not. That's I have to be a little before my time, but growing up, I had 2 girls on my Central States team that, the girls develop a lot faster than the men do early on, so they can push the pace. And, once it comes 14, 15, 16, 17, when the hitting started, now they've pushed it back. But when I played, that's kind of when you notice that the girls started to feed out, because the human nature of a guy versus a girl in a physical sport like hockey on the guy's side, it's just a car wreck waiting to happen because of the heads down, not paying attention, used to the open ice European game where they can do whatever they want. Makes it difficult, but at the end of the day, you want to grow the game, and so hopefully, it makes its way down here, and, Indiana Tech, Concordia, and there's one Air Force came in this year as 3 D1 teams. So it's always looking to grow, and, you got to put in the time and the work to get there, but that's what we're doing. And hopefully when the rankings come out, we'll be pushing the top 10.
Tom Lang, head coach of Maryville. We got to go. There's a game ready to start again.
It's warm-ups. I get to watch from the stands.
All right. Thanks so much for doing this. Tom Lang, head coach of the Maryville University Saints. We'll take a break. More hockey come out.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
It's time to drop the puck on the second period. Here's Steve Casson.
Fresh 20 minutes on the clock. Keep in mind there still is 1:51 remaining in the penalty to Maggie Brawley. And so the power play continues for Arizona State. And off the draw, the Sun Devils will have it. They'll bring it into the zone to Sam Murphy. Right side, Murphy waits, she shoots, save, rebound. It's moved up top now. Another 1:33 on the power play, and it is finally cleared out to center by the Saints, by Cooper, and all the way down. Here come ASU and Sam Murphy again. Murphy down the middle, has some room, and a shot save blockered up into the corner by Cadring. Cross-ice pass, held on the line. Good play there by Lutz, actually. And the power play now for 1 minute. Still no score in this contest. Did not catch who number 14 was for Lindenwood. It's probably an existing player wearing a different jersey. Across the line, shot in by O'Leary, gets deflected up and out of play. 18:45 to go in the period, 37 seconds remaining. In the penalty. Off the draw, play is stolen. Here's Selzer walking in front. Backhander through the legs of Oderman, slides to the crease. and McClellan is able to make the save. We come the other way, back into the Saints zone. Lindenwood, lots of room and a drive-in, pad save, rebound. Comes over to the corner behind the back of Platson, and we come out the other way. Saints with it. They'll bring it in. Johnson is there to shoot it. Maine is able to break it up. Puck is out to center. And the Lions gain possession. Here's a backhander in, and a second effort shot is held out of the net. Huge play in front. I believe that's Jill Ketchum. Not only did she have a lot of room to maneuver, she was able to move it in. So face off to the right of Cadron. Here comes a break. In front with a drive, save, follow-up, score! Sydney Poisson will get her 10th goal of the season, and she gives Maryville the lead. So Arizona State trails once again as Poisson breaks past everybody from the blue line on, and her second effort rebound shot in Maryville, that is, takes a 1-0 lead. This one coming at 2:28. We'll catch the call in a moment on any assists. But her 10th of the season, and now Maryville has some life. And it's the first goal of the game coming here in the second. Saints with it again. St. Louis behind the net. She's upended, and it's out to center. Brawley tried to backhand it in. Brawley out of her zone, off the glass. A couple of players fall at center, including Sarah Brooks, and it's all the way down for an icing call in the Arizona State end of the ice. Scott, I don't know about you. I think you're far enough away to be away from the, oh, maybe not. It could be blowing on you too, but it seems to be
scored by number
colder.
78, Sydney Poisson, assisted by
Yeah,
number
I
2,
think I've
Emma
noticed-
Gerwitz.
I think I've noticed that over the course of this whole weekend, actually. It seems a lot colder in here than normal.
So as you heard, Poisson from Gerwitz, and that seems to be a normal affair as Gerwitz assisted on 2 of Poisson's goals yesterday's game. Now a couple of shots come in. Catarina's able to make those saves, including a third and a fourth follow-up there, and another one right through the crease. Shots are 13-9 as they are scoring them live now. Another one comes in right off the side of the net, and Caitlin Cadrain is able to hold on to that. She's doing her job keeping the puck out of the net, and that gives Maryville the advantage to keep this 1-0 lead. If it wasn't for her, things might be different. So 2:28 of the second period, and Poisson's 10th has given Maryville the lead. Play is out to center. And we get an icing call. So the only goal of the game, Poisson's second effort rebound shot. And Maryville with the 1-0 advantage. Play in the Maryville end. Dug out, coming with a drive, just missing wide was Murphy. Radcliffe sends it through. Murphy again with a shot that comes in. Score! Lindenwood has tied the game up. And it looks like Jill Ketchum with the follow-up. And it's a 1-1 game here. This one coming at 4:58. The Lions with some pressure.
Sun Devils.
Yeah, what did I say? The Lions? Yeah, it's been a long weekend. Yeah. Yeah, the Sun Devils. Well, that's what I get when I'm trying to do two things at once, getting a replay ready and talking. Good thing I don't have any gum. 4:58. The time of the goal. And Ketchum should get credit for it. We'll watch it the next stoppage and play. Puck out to center. Lions with it. Pladsen. Battle for it there. And finally, it's chipped away, and Gloyd will have it in her own zone. Puck comes up to Kat Jones. She'll give it across to Elsie. Now they're buzzing. Cross ice pass connects to O'Brien for Maryville. Drop down in, chasing it behind the net, Addison Cooper. Actually 73, that's Sarah Brooks. Now with a wraparound out in front by St. Louis. That didn't go. And a lead pass. Elsie tips it in, but it will be Maryville who cannot clear. Shot comes in, save, rebound, loose. The initial shot by Maine was kicked out and moved away by Cadron. We're going to get a penalty, and it goes against Arizona State. It's interference.
Berkeley Radcliffe, assisted by number 24, Sam Murphy.
So Radcliffe will get the goal. Let's take a look at it here. As it cycles through, there's the initial shot. And they call Radcliffe with the goal. So a 1-1 contest. Now with that penalty, there is a penalty that's been assessed to Radcliffe, the one that just got credit for the goal. So it's power play number 3 for the Saints. And a chance to take the lead again. Off the boards, one-handed in by Gruitz. And I know they gave an assist. Shot comes in, deflected right through the crease. Where is it? It's moved away after the initial shot by Poisson. Murphy single-handedly brings it in. 1:04 to go on the power play. Scott, I don't remember the assist on that.
Yeah, I don't recall hearing it either.
I think Murphy. That's who got it. Because Murphy was the one that I originally thought shot the puck. So we'll go with that. Radcliffe and Murphy. And for Radcliffe, that is her second goal of the season.
Again, double penalty.
And this one on delayed call, as you say, it's going to be a hooking call.
Previous penalty goes to Sun Devils number 26, Berkeley Radcliffe, for interference.
This one will go to Shea Shashini. It's a hooking call. 4 penalties, 8 minutes, and it's a 2-person advantage.
Timeout, Maryville.
As Maryville takes a
Sun
timeout.
Devils penalty goes to number 23, Shea Sacchini, hooking.
Well, there you go. That keeps you up to date. But 36 seconds remaining in a 2-man advantage for person advantage for Maryville. We'll take a look at the only 2 goals. Poisson with her 10th of the season. And it is a 1-0 game. And then the tying goal from Radcliffe. And that's where we stand right now. 1-1. With make that 11:29 to go in period number 2. Face off in the Arizona State zone. And a golden opportunity for Maryville to take the lead. A shot that comes in. It's loose. No, it's not. It's held on to. The initial shot from Gurwitz is stopped by McClellan with no rebound. She did juggle it a little bit. 29 seconds to go. In the 2-person advantage. Poisson, she gets upended. Short-handed now. This is Murphy with a shot in. Easy steer aside. 22 seconds to go in the 2-person advantage. Here is O'Leary. Blocked off at the left side. Now gets it up high. Over the right side, a drive in by Poisson. Save by McClellan. Squares up to the shooter there and makes the save. Face off to the left of McClellan. Right as you look at it, up high again. Drive. Another one by Gurwitz is held on to by McClellan. Each goaltender at the 2 goals against mark. McClellan is 2.11 and Cadrain is 2.0. Maryville now with a 1-person advantage for 1:17. This is power play number 4. Puck taken, it's not cleared. Held in and dropped down by Gurwitz. Sent over, O'Leary not able to control. And here might be a break, and it is. Left side, right side, drive, backhand, score! Well, we get to know who this player is. We do not have a number 14 listed on our score sheet, so they're capturing the puck. It must be her
Sun
first
Devils
goal.
Scored shorthanded by number 14, Haley Martin.
So Haley Martin, who normally is number 9, is wearing number 14, and that is her first goal. So Haley Martin will, as you heard, get the shorthanded goal. It's 2-1. This one coming at 9:40 of the period. And I will catch up with all the scoring on this for you. In fact, everything should be up and ready to go with a 2-1 Arizona State lead. And we'll take a look at that next goal, the next stoppage and play when we can. So the power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5. And a shorthanded goal. Here come the Sun Devils again across the line. Ketchum is there. She's taken out of the play. 9 minutes to go in the second period. Coming up, a replay interview with Lindsay Ellis of Arizona State. Dropped down by Pladsen. Over to the far side, kicked out to center. Racing in for it is O'Leary. She has it, looking for some help. Tried to get it through the legs of Pladsen, couldn't do it. Now she gets that help. Saints work it far side. Centered it up. One-handed out. And Poisson with a hit. We're going to get a penalty. It is a trip. Let's take a look at that third goal, the shorthanded one. That's a nice move in front on the backhand. And Martin will get her first. Shorthanded, too. Well, that'll be an unassisted goal. So the penalty has been assessed. This is power play number 3 for the Sun Devils. With a chance to take a 2-goal lead. Puck behind the net. Centered it right out in front. It's kicked away by Cadron, and it's out to center ice with some help from the defense. Here comes Lutz across the line, shooting to the right side. It misses. Puck out to center. Retreating back is Lutz. Actually, no, that was Jill Ketchum, 28. She'll send it in, and this, unfortunately, an icing call.
Saints penalty number 78, Sydney Poisson, 2 minutes for tripping.
That's the call previous. Poisson's tripping call. 3 penalties, 6 minutes on the Saints, 4 penalties, 8 minutes on the Sun Devils. Each team has not converted on the power play, but Martin got the shorthanded goal. Play behind the ASU net. Lutz is able to clear it out to center. Helped by Maine. Now streaking through and getting a push ahead is Ketchum. It's loose, shot, score! Arizona State has scored a power play goal. This one put in by Andy Maine, the assistant captain. And Arizona State is now on top by a count of 3-1. Well, take a look at this one here. Just a scrum out of the corner. And Maine, here in the second period, has given Lindenwood a 3-1 advantage. That is Maine's first goal this season. A couple of players getting into the first goal act on the power play. So Lindenwood has converted on 1 of 3. Coming at 13:08 of the period. Now we get a whistle for a stoppage in play.
Sun Devils goal scored by number 22, Maddie Platson, assisted by number 28, Jill Ketchum.
Well, do we have a couple of other number issues? Something that we weren't aware of. We'll figure it out again coming at the next period. Puck right through and a jam at it by Ketchum. We come the other way. Puck centered in front and a backhander is saved by McClellan. O'Leary came in on a break and she looked behind to see if it was in the net. It was not, and McClellan makes the save. So Scott, on my list, I have Pladson as 21. And they're saying she's 22, so
I didn't bring my list today.
We'll have to figure that one out. Was not made aware of that roster change or that number change. And unfortunately, we don't have any connection to the scoreboard or to the scoring table, so we'll have to do that the next period. Get that all corrected. Meanwhile, play is out to center. Here comes Murphy. She shoots, she scores! Murphy will get goal number 9. And Arizona State is turning this one up a little bit here. We'll take a look at this one. Murphy up over the shoulder. Have the goaltender Cadrain. And it's now 4-1. They're showing the shots at 19-18. $14:27, the time of the goal. Here's Brooks. Gerwitz, drive in, shot off the glove, and it just missed wide. And now we get a stoppage in play. We're going to get a cross-check, apparently. It is going to be a penalty.
Sun Devils goal scored by number 24, Sam Murphy, and assisted by number 5, Morgan Benson, and number 28, Jill Ketchum.
But meanwhile, a cross-check has been assessed, and Ketchum will go into the penalty box. Power play number 5.
Penalty on the play, number 28, Jill Ketchum, for cross-checking.
So Maryville with a chance to kind of stop the bleeding here. It's a 4-1 game. Oh, a check on O'Brien, and the officials let it go. It's cleared out to center and swiped away. Across the line, Johnson. Now O'Leary She breaks free, shoots, save. O'Leary again, shot, and it just missed wide, and St. Louis was right there, but couldn't tip it in. Actually, 78. Poisson was there. Hard to read these jerseys when they're tucked in behind their back. Puck cleared all the way down with 1:03 to go on the power play. Defensively, Gerwitz is there, and we get a whistle. And now a couple of players are not happy with things.
I've noticed a couple of times where there's been some aggressive discussions behind the play as the play moved out of the zone. So I think this is probably just some more of that.
I like that terminology, aggressive discussions.
Aggressive extracurriculars.
I'm going to use that in our Missouri State games. Aggressive discussions. I probably won't remember it. Oh, a shot off the post from Lutz, and she's not happy with that. She kind of shook her head like, why can't it just hit the inside of the post? Held in, left side, nab. It's blocked, but possession to Maryville. Out to center, but no, it's kept in. And a shot from St. Louis is held onto by McClellan. .318 to go in the period. 24 seconds remaining in the power play. I'm Steve Casson. He's Scott Lutsky. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to try it tomorrow. We're going to try to get back to our original graphics package, and I'm going to try to run it tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. Here's a shot in. Save as it came off the stick of Gerwitz. Rebound in front. Gerwitz again. Does she get another chance? She does. It's blocked out in front by Gloyd. And sent right back in. Power play is over. We're at 5-on-5. Coming out of the penalty box is Ketchum. And it's let go. Oh! And a bad break in front as Ketchum gets a goal. The defense of Johnson ran into her goaltender. And Cadring was not able to get back in front of the net. And a backhander by Ketchum after just coming out of the box, and it's 5-1.
Sun Devils goal scored by number 28, Jill Ketchum.
So Ketchum unassisted here in the second period, coming at 17-16. Ketchum will get her second of the season, and we will take a look at that in our next stoppage, but just a bad scenario in that situation. So play is in the Maryville zone with 2:26 to go. Shots even up at 22 apiece. Play out to center. Here's O'Leary. 2-on-1. O'Leary shoots and missed wide. Near side. Keeping it in play is Oderman. Taken by O'Leary. Backhander sent wide. Oderman has it intercepted. Here comes Malik Rebeck. Intercepted though. Once again, O'Leary. She has to get through a couple of sticks. Still in possession of it. Centers it right through, and it goes to Poisson. Backhander shot. Steered aside by the goaltender McClellan. 1:37 to go. Flipped out, but stolen. Northcutt is there. A bouncing puck that is saved, and the rebound after Poisson got a shot is deflected up over the net. 1:18 to go in the period. We get an icing call. We'll take a look at that last goal, and again, it was just kind of a bad situation. The goaltender comes back and runs into her defenseman, and there you go. Thank you very much for Ketchum. And we now have a 5-1 game. That one, of course, unassisted. Scott, I've realized that I'm slacking on scoreboarding. Didn't have to do it this past season. Oh, the net gets taken off, and play still continues. The net's off, and the officials let things go. Finally, it's blown dead. Now, that should be a penalty because it's the last 2 minutes of the period, and that should not happen. We'll take a look at it here, see if we can.
Yeah, I did not see who knocked it off.
So here, we'll take a look at the last part here. So an Arizona State player was run into, and she, instead of stopping, literally lifted the net off of its moorings. I understand being run into the net, but when you have time to stop and do that, that's when the officials should have looked at it and possibly blown the play dead for a penalty, but they didn't, so play continues. Now with 36 seconds to go in a 5-1 game. And unfortunately, getting slammed into the boards was Brooks. We come out with a 3-on-1 for Arizona State. Puck sent up high. 17 seconds to go. I assume they'll update the shots. They're still at 22 apiece. Now 1 second. Scrum in the corner, and that will do it for the period. In this period, all goals thus far, and it is a 5-1 advantage for Arizona State. I figured out why I'm calling them Lindenwood. I am marking Lindenwood on my score sheet.
The colors aren't that far off either, which doesn't really help.
Well, nothing helps when all you've been doing is writing that down. It's so let's take a look at the goals. The first one of the period at 2:28, Poisson with the assist to Gerwitz. And on the second effort shot, it is a 1-0 advantage. Then Radcliffe gets her second for Arizona State to make it a 1-1 contest. Short-handed, Martin with her first for Arizona State on a nice backhander in front. Then Maine on the power play. At that point, it is a 3-1 game. Murphy will get her 9th over the glove of the goaltender. 4-1, and then the one we just saw, the unfortunate scenario. Oh no, that's actually the net getting dislodged. Let's see. I believe it's this one here. That's well, let's try it here. There we go. That's the unfortunate goal.
And I think that really highlights the importance of timing your exit out of your zone when your penalty kill is expiring, so you can get that player in on a rush.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate scenario right there. You try to do everything right, and at that point, things don't tend to go your way. 5-1 after one period. Make that 2 periods. That's another thing. I'm writing period number 1 on my score sheet. I'm not used to doing this anymore. That's the problem. Okay, 5-1, Arizona State over Maryville. I'll correct everything. We'll get everything set up. We'll regroup and come back with an interview, a recap, or a replay from Lindsay Ellis from yesterday in just a moment.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Steve Casson now talking with the head coach of the Arizona State University Sun Devils and Lindsay Ellis, 6th year as the head coach of this hockey club. Right now 5-1 on the season. You haven't even given up double digits in goals against yet. Everything looking good for this club. 24 goals that this team has scored. Now, I would assume this is a successful hockey club, especially since you haven't, and I hope I don't jinx this, allowed any goals in the last 194 minutes and 8 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super impressed with the group that we have right now, and I thought we were good before COVID, and the team has just gotten so much better.
This is a team that, if you really look, they're kind of from all over the place. I mean, I'm trying to look down my roster and see if I see anybody from Missouri and from Arizona, and I see a couple, but they're really from all over the place.
Yes, I think we have over 10 states, and then we have 5 from Canada from a few separate provinces, so they really are from all over. We're a pretty all-inclusive North American team.
This is a team that has really seen prominence ever since you took over, especially since the program started, 2014, I believe? 2016, okay, yeah. So it's been literally put on the map, in a sense. I'm sure you're not taking all the credit for any of this because, yes, you got to recruit, but the team has to be the one to put the puck in the net, win the games, and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, we put so much of that responsibility for the players themselves, and they've really taken that with stride and been able to produce year after year, and it only gets better year after year. So we are really happy with who we have.
And this is a relatively balanced team. 5 seniors, 8 juniors, 6 sophomores, 6 freshmen. So I assume you're happy with your squad.
I am happy. It's kind of crazy in terms of just last year getting canceled. 80% of our team is actually new in terms of now compared to our last game in 2019. So it is pretty crazy, and we are very balanced, and maybe that's why we are successful. But in terms of wearing that Sun Devil jersey, we have over half the team wearing it for the first time just this season.
And more than half the team has scored at least 1 goal.
Yes, which is awesome.
In fact, you look at Samantha Murphy, or Sam as she's called, 8 goals, 5 assists, and a power play goal. Other than her, everybody else has 1, 2 goals, 3 assists, that kind of stuff. So it's been spread out a little bit. Yeah,
it's really awesome to see. I mean, especially in our last 4 games that we were in Colorado last weekend, we had almost every single line producing, our D pairs producing, and that's really cool to see as a coach that we have we can count on every single person on the ice and not just a first liner, not just, our top defenseman from that point. We really can rely on everybody on the ice.
Is it fair to say you get shut out 5-0, and then the team's angry and they don't allow a goal the next 3 games after that?
You could say they were probably angry. But, yeah, I mean, Colorado was a team we wanted to beat, and we just carried that anger all the way through the weekend against Colorado State as well.
You have a goaltender right now, and the last 2 games that she's played were shutouts in Karsten Hellman. 4-0 against, both, I guess, against Colorado State. 4-0 and 6-0.
Yeah. It's really great to have a true freshman goaltender be able to, produce in games like that and get those shutouts, and it really helps the team in order to be confident.
But then Haley McClellan said, hey, I'm going to do the same thing. And her last game that she played was a 5-0 shutout. So
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we're really proud of our goaltenders, and Hallie's a sophomore, but again, she didn't get to play as a freshman because of COVID. So we are really proud of those two, and being able to, really step up their game, and our whole entire team knows that they can be confident and play their game right in front of their goaltenders.
the landscape of hockey in Arizona has really changed, from the NCAA team to a new quote-unquote Division I men's Arizona State team to now women's side. What's it like for hockey out in Arizona?
Oh, wow. It changes so dramatically every year, and obviously we have the Coyotes to thank for that, but the boys team at ASU is really, I mean, they've done so much work in the past 20, 30 years in order to get college hockey on the map and kind of grow this a little bit more. And then when we started, it was really easy because they kind of had a setup going for us, and the support was there as well. So it was really easy for us to kind of jump in and get to work right away. And, they really built a path for us to follow.
We're talking with the head coach of Arizona State University Sun Devils, and Lindsay Ellis, her 6th year with the club, and Mariah Trupp, your assistant. I think it's her 4th year.
Yep.
So kind of a veteran staff, and you kind of know what you want, and you have systems in place. And do you feel that it's working?
Yeah, I do. We really focus on recruiting a lot in the past few years, and I think it's all starting to come together in terms of competing against the top teams in the league. Just where we are geographically, we have to travel wide and far to get to those top teams. So I think, everything we're doing is starting to really come together in terms of production and getting those stats and wins.
And that was my next question, is do you find that you're having to go more east to play competitive teams versus on the west side?
Yeah, so unfortunately the Western Women's Collegiate Hockey League is a pretty new program, new league, and a lot of the teams in our conference are younger than us even, or they're newer, most of us being 10 or fewer years old. So we do have to travel pretty far east or north or wherever we have to go just to be able to get those competitive games in. Speaking
of being competitive, the schedule is such that you play Lindenwood twice. I assume that's by design?
Yes, so just because Lindenwood and Maryville are right next to each other, we didn't want them to travel and,
play each other
when they're in each other's backyards as it is. So we're fortunate that we do get to play a top-ranked team twice this weekend.
Power play third, but then again, it's the young season. 2 out of 6, 33%. Still got to like that. You get 6 chances and you score on at least 2 of them, so that's nice. And then on the penalty kill, though, that's a different story. 3 for 12 you've allowed, 75%. Again, still young season, not really much to worry about. But do you look at some of the special teams numbers and say, okay, these are things we're going to improve on?
Yeah, I haven't been extremely happy with the amount of penalty minutes we have gotten. We have quite a few right now, which I'm not too happy with. But, we can't allow that to happen and then take, some dumb penalties and get scored on. That's just not really acceptable in terms of trying to win a game. So that's something that we are trying to turn around, and I think that's something that's absolutely doable and fixable.
Lindsay Ellis joining us of Arizona State University Sun Devils. Of course, you have a connection to Missouri State in that your brother, Tyler, coaches for the Division III team. And that's one of the reasons why this showcase is here. It should have been the 4th year. It's only the 3rd year. Of course, things got canceled from COVID. But how do you like, first of all, I got to ask, it's probably the first time you've ever played on pink ice.
Yes, it definitely is the first time.
I don't know. I know I emailed you back and forth, and other folks have emailed you, but was I the one that broke it to you that you're actually playing on pink ice?
No, I think one of the rink guys told us and let us know. But, we know it's for a good cause, and it's not something that we're going to complain about. So,
speaking of pink, I see you're wearing pink shoes. Is that
I am.
Because of the ice?
It's not because of that.
That's your favorite shoes?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, there you go. When you try to figure out games to schedule, obviously travel is the biggest issue. So doing tournaments, I assume, is kind of on the forefront, making sure that, if you're going to travel, at least you get 3 games out of the weekend.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, just looking at our schedule this year, Liberty is the only place we go where we play 2 teams, and really the only reason is because they're not near anybody else. So just because of the cost, we do make sure that we can play at least 2 teams and at least 3 to 4 games if we are going to spend, an abundance of money traveling all the way across the country.
You have 2 juniors and 1 senior. They came from an NCAA Division III program, one from SUNY Buffalo and one from Adrian College. How much of a leadership have they kind of given to this club?
Yeah, I think it's really important in terms of not only that veteran presence that they have, but all 3 of them are so confident in their game, and they don't go out there and make those silly mistakes just because they're nervous. So I think that really, plays a role in people watching them and people kind of following their lead in terms of trying to be more confident in their game, because all 3 of them really bring that to our team.
Lindsay Ellis, head coach of Arizona State University. Lindsay, thanks so much for doing this, and it's always a great time to have the girls come. There are no women's teams here in Missouri. I take that back. I meant in Southwest Missouri, because there are in Missouri. There's 2 of them here this weekend, but I meant in Southwest Missouri. And it's always nice to see it come in, and hopefully we'll see you more down the line. And next year, we'll try not to have the pink ice here.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that's Lindsay Ellis of Arizona State University. Lindsay, thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. Be back. More hockey coming up.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Your best source for awards of any kind is always Bowles Trophy House in Springfield. Trophies, plaques, medals, gifts, ribbons, and more. You get top quality and great service at Bowles Trophy House, serving Springfield and Southwest Missouri for over 40 years. Call them at 417-869-8720.
And if you need embroidery work done, logos, digitizing, and more, come to Banners and Brainstorms in Bowles Trophy House at 601 South Kimbrough.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Let's head for the 3rd period. Here's Steve Casson.
Fresh 20 minutes on the clock as we get ready for period number 3. Last minute preparations for both teams. And I know, Scott, you and I participated in the nice post-game meal that everyone gets here. And as quick as we could.
Yeah, I'm still participating in it.
I have half of my cookies still left. I'm trying to participate in that. And I think they're waiting for the ice to set up a little bit, so that's good. So we can participate. I'm going to do that. You just talk. I'm kidding.
I was told not to talk with my mouth full.
Yeah, exactly. But it is a 5-1 advantage And yes, we did get some confusion figured out. So on my list, I had Andy Main as 22 and Maddie Pladsen as 21. Their numbers switched. So Pladsen, 22, Main, 21. 22 got the goal, which is Pladsen. So the power play affair at 3-1 at 13:08 is Pladsen's goal. That is this one here. So that one made it 3-1. At the time. So all the uniform changes, I believe, are in. And they're still waiting. They're checking the ice to make sure it'll slide before
it's still
they do anything. It is really wet out here.
Surprising because it's so cold in here as well, comparatively speaking, from the last few weeks.
They have the heaters on, but it is extremely cold.
Yeah, running a Zamboni is not an exact science, and it takes a lot of practice to get the mix just right for any particular rink that you work at. You may be able to add so much water and cut so deep at one rink, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to apply the same at every rink you work at. So
they've updated the shots, and for Arizona State, Hallie McClellan faced 22, two-period total of 26, and for Maryville, Caitlin Cadrain faced 19, a two-period total of 23. Now the officials have sent everybody back over to their bench, and they're going to wait on this and let this set up just a little bit. I don't blame them on that. It'll give us a chance to tell you when our next broadcast will be. It's breakfast here with women's hockey. Maryville and Concordia, 10 o'clock tomorrow. Scott, I don't know what time you're planning on being here, but I will probably be here around, well, put it this way. I asked what time do they open the rink.
Well, let's see, game time's 10, so I'll probably come at 9:59-ish.
Okay, that's what I figured. And, yeah, I will probably be here a couple hours early, get some breakfast, and get ready for the final games of this showcase.
I'm not expecting any traffic tomorrow, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Well, and like we said, tomorrow we're going to try our original, well, this actually what you're watching now is our original graphics package. This is something we've had for many, many years. And you've created a fantastic one, which I thought we could use today. But unfortunately, I know nothing about how to run it. Other than I think there's a button that you can push that maybe can show something. That's all I know.
Yep, there are several buttons that show several things. So it's just it's the right mix of buttons, I guess.
So hopefully you'll give me a crash course on that.
That puck's still sticking.
It is. So they are waiting for this to set up.
See, the water tends to settle at the goal line or behind the goal line, and that's because the ZAM goes through that area several times, whereas throughout the rest of the rink it only makes one pass. You know, they overlap the cuts, but otherwise it's one pass throughout the rest of it. So the ends typically get really wet and don't set up as quickly as the rest. And that's about all I know about Zamboni ice.
Well, what I know is that if you talk to the guys at the NHL, they really know how to make it work. And I'm dating myself, but I went to an outdoor game in Las Vegas. It was at Caesars Palace, LA, and New York. And it was hot and humid and 90 degrees, and the ice looked horrible. We decided, since we were there early and found our seats, and it was about an hour and a half before game time, we thought, we're going to go grab something to eat. There's no way that this game is going to continue. We get back in an hour and a half. The ice is smooth. It looks great. Everything is settled. I'll tell you what, the NHL, they know how to do ice.
When you have the unlimited funds too, you can make anything cold, even in the desert.
Absolutely. Looks like we're about ready to go here. We're 5 on 5. No penalties on the board. Arizona State will skate left to right, and Maryville from the right to the left. So we are underway in period number 3. It'll be Jill Ketchum. She'll work the puck. Centered out in front after it was stolen away from her. And Maryville have to retreat across the line into the zone. Shea Cicchini is there. Trying to work it. Brawley was there to kind of grab at it a little bit. And getting sent down to the ice in front is Ketchum, but we come the other way. St. Louis with the puck, and now we get a whistle for a stoppage and an offside, and slowly skating off the ice is Ketchum. .19:11 to go in this period and a 5-1 lead. Poisson for Maryville, and then the next 5 straight by Arizona State. Radcliffe, Martin, Pladson. Martin's was a shorthanded goal. Pladson's was a power play goal. Murphy and Ketchum. And that's where we stand now. Puck flipped down by Kat Jones in the Maryville zone. Picks up her own pass as Jones. Flip to the far side. Behind the net. Pass to St. Louis. She'll have it left side. Has some room. Looking for some help. Maryville on a change. So there was no one there for her. Stays in for Lauren Wasserman now. Puck out to center. This might be a 2-on-1. Slowly getting it developed. Here's Pladson. Carries it around for Murphy. Intercepted, though, by Kelsel out of Gilbert, Arizona. And then taken away by Bradley Radcliffe. Radcliffe got a goal, the first goal for Arizona State. Her second of the year. Radcliffe, the junior out of Anchorage, Alaska, came from SUNY Buffalo out of a Division III program in NCAA. Puck at the line. It would have been delayed offside. And now we get a player upended. Abby Steiner make that Emily Toole, but no penalty there. Now it is Steinman to send it in the zone. She gets pulled down, nothing happening. Officials letting things play. Flipped all the way around. Behind the net. Steinman was there. At the half boards. Maine will keep it in. Nab takes it away, gives it to Toole for the Saints. And Maryville with a line change. Puck sent in behind the net. Both number 2s collide, and we're going to get a penalty. And it will go against Arizona State. This is Malik Rebick, and charge, I believe, will be the call. To a power play. Once again, this is number 6 for the Saints.
Sun Devils penalty goes to number 2, Malik Rabuk, charging.
Draw one and cleared out. Now it's O'Brien. Brings it into the corner. All the way down for Lutz to swing it and get it out to center. And stopping it into the corner is Cadron. Poisson. Lead pass connects with Brawley. Right side looking for someone in front of Bryan is there, but Brawley takes it around the net. She lost it. 1:25 to go in the power play. Here's a shot in, pad save, rebound, loose, and put in from behind, and a score. Madeline Johnson will get the goal. And it's 5-2. This is a power play goal. Coming here in the third period at 4:20. You could see it developing where everybody was collapsing in front, and Johnson was able to poke it home. So a 5-2 contest now, and I believe that will be her 5th goal of the season. So a 5-2 contest now. Look out, if Maryville gets a couple of other quick ones, this will be a different hockey game. Puck sent all the way down by Johnson, and no icing. The goaltender is there to stop it. And we finally get a whistle. The power play ends also. Well, no, that already ended.
Saints goal scored by number 78, Sydney Poisson, assisted by number 15, Olivia O'Brien, and 22, Madeline Johnson.
I'll have to take a look at that again. I thought it was Johnson's goal. Let's look at it one more time. And I think she cleaned up the garbage from behind. Well, they're going to give it to Poisson. In any event, it is a power play goal. And it's 5-2. Shot up high. Battle for it there, Brooks. Right side, dropped by Brawley. 14:37 to go in the period. Good tip away by Gerwitz. Gerwitz still with it. St. Louis kicks it out. She had a goal in yesterday's game, as we get an offside here. Well, let's try it one more time. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll slow it down just a little bit and see if we can tell who may have shoveled that pass in. There's the initial shot. And maybe that was the case. It was Poisson's goal. But I don't know. Still too hard to tell. Meanwhile, the Lions shoot it right back in. Saints with control in their own zone. Megan Flock descended to the far side. Over to O'Leary. She's able to get it out just enough. But Arizona State has been in control of this contest since the second period, where it looked like Maryville had something going after their early goal. Fans react to a couple of players colliding at center ice. here with a backhander in off the stick of Murphy, deflected in the corner after the save by Cadron. Megan Flock, the sophomore out of Forsyth, Illinois. Shot comes in on the Murphy attempt and a save by Cadron. She'll hold on. 12:47 to go in the period. And we're at a 5-2 contest. Maryville with an attempt that sails wide off the stick of Steinman. And across the line. Lead pass comes all the way down. This should be an icing, but it's held on to by the goaltender, so the faceoff will stay in the Arizona State zone. We'll go over the goals in a second. Meanwhile, play comes down, flipped out to center, sent right back in by Larson. And now Arizona State. They move it in the zone. Here comes Pladsen with a drive in. It's held on to by Cadron. 11:36 to go in period number 3. Don't forget, it's breakfast with us in the morning tomorrow. Take all your Halloween candy and get it ready to go, because Maryville and Concordia, 10 a.m. Central Time, will be the puck drop. Here is Haley Martin. Her shot just through the crease, missed wide. Now Arizona State putting a lot of pressure here on Maryville. Brooks tried to center it, still with control. Good play as O'Brien is on her tail. Once again, another opportunity for Martin, but we're going to get a penalty. Martin will get called. It's touched up, and this one is Martin getting called for checking. Power play number 7 for the Saints. And they have just not been able to capitalize. They did score one. That was apparently the Poison power play goal. And we thought that it was the goal by Madeline Johnson, but we don't have verification on that. Puck is sent away and cleared all the way down. But now they're working on power play number 7, 1 for 6. Offside as the puck is brought in, getting tripped up at the line.
Sun Devils penalty goes to number 14, Haley Martin, for body checking.
But at the line, getting upended was O'Leary, and that caused the offsides. Updated shots now, 32-25 in favor of Maryville, out shooting their opponent. But they trail on the scoreboard 5-2. 1:07 remaining in the power play. It is cleared all the way down by Cecchini. Here's St. Louis. Behind the net. Looking for someone in front. Nobody there. So just carry it out. Left side. Connects with Toole. Her shot. It's blocked behind the net. 37 seconds. Up out in front. St. Louis with a shot. It's blocked. Stays in play. 28 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Toole. A backhander shoveled through, and it's held on to by McClellan. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Line change for both teams. Off the draw in the ASU zone. It is taken away and cleared and sent out off the stick of Murphy. Now breaking free is Murphy. Left side, she shoots up high. We come the other way. Here's O'Brien. Her pass sails past O'Leary. And now, as Ketchum races in, it is covered by Cadring. Five to 2 goals by Poisson. Apparently she has both of the Maryville goals. Then for Arizona State, it's Radcliffe, Martin shorthanded, Pladson, Murphy, and Ketchum. Near sideboards. Carly Chadwick now on the ice. She steals the puck. Shot in, save, rebound. It is taken by Oderman. Seltzer had it, lost it, and now Radcliffe comes in. She gets a shot off from an odd angle on the right side. Backhander misses wide. Here's another shot that is saved by Cadrin. That one came from Cecchini. Tipped right through off of the centering pass by Lutz. And some good action here. With all sorts of pressure by Arizona State, puck comes out to center. 7:47. Shot in from the right side by Lutz, and it's held on to by Cadrin. 7:36 remaining. Still 5-2. Once again, a shot by Lutz is held on to by Cadrin. In to take the draw will be Sam Murphy, and she wins it from Cooper. Actually, that was Madeline Johnson, number 22. And Johnson's the one to clear it out to center. And it's a 2-on-2. Oh, what a nice play. Getting hit from behind and drawing a penalty is Poisson. As the centering pass by O'Leary looked to be a little bit too hot, but Poisson was able to hold on to it, and as she turned her back, we get a roughing call. Once again, another power play. This is number 8 for the Saints.
Sun Devils penalty goes to number 21, Maddie Pladson, roughing.
Okay, wait a second. They have just switched the numbers again. I thought Pladson became 22. Well, Scott, you did take a picture of the score sheet, and that's not what it said. That's all right. We'll deal with it. Either way, it's a power play for the Saints. They bring it up the middle. A shot comes in, a save as O'Brien got it. Second effort is followed up and missed as Poisson looked for another bid to get another hat trick. She apparently has 2 thus far. And 1:06 remaining in the power play. Centered through. Nice job to hold it in on the line by Seltzer. Stays in. Right side, St. Louis. Still working the puck. Technically shorthanded is Maryville as they finally get that change finished. Shot blocked. St. Louis again. Calling for it was Nab, but instead St. Louis drives it behind the net. Looking over to Seltzer now. St. Louis right side. Power play for 23. Shot in and a save by McClellan. She'll hold on. Yeah, looking at the score sheet, Platson 21, Maine 22. Here's a shot from the left side as the pass came over to O'Leary, and she missed it wide. Had an open net, missed it up high and wide. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Gierwitz. Her pass partially blocked. Power play is over. 5:08 to go, and it's still 5-2. Out of the box, it's cleared all the way down by Shashini, and we get an icing call. .458 remains. Off the draw, puck sent behind the net. And Maryville battling for it, even though it's a 5-2 deficit. They're battling like we're tied here. Good pressure. Shot comes in on the length of the ice play, and Shashini will get their goal. That is her first with Arizona State. 6-2. And she breaks free from a couple of defenders and is able to poke it home.
Sun Devils goal scored by number 23, Shea Cecchini, assisted by number 28, Jill Ketchum.
Ketchum, as you heard, gets the assist. And Arizona State with this goal at 15-28 have a 6-2 advantage. The only goals, which are 2 for Maryville, are Poisson's goals. They are also 1 even strength, 1 on the power play. And then for Arizona State, Radcliffe, Martin, Pladson, Murphy, Ketchum, and now Cecchini. Here is Carly Chadwick skating away from a check. Shot comes in from the left side. Deflected away by the goaltender, Cadring. Now the Sun Devils working this one. In fact, a couple of players are staying outside the zone to protect from a long pass. Backhander in from the stick of Cat Jones. That's one's held on to by Cadron. And we have a face-off with 2:59 remaining in the period. Face-off will stay in the Maryville zone. Left point. Andy Main will drop it down. Gerwitz is there. It's out to center and sent back in on the late offside. Brawley out to center. Play all the way down to the Arizona State zone. Shots now 38-35. That still favors Maryville. And we get a whistle here. Full sail change for both teams. 2:13 to go in period number 3. Thus far in this showcase, Maryville with a 9-0 win over Concordia on Friday. Lindenwood with a 2-1 win over Arizona State also on Friday. Today, Lindenwood with a 2-1 victory over Concordia. And right now, it's a 6-2 lead for Arizona State over Maryville. Play stays in the Arizona State zone. A shot by Kelso is blocked. And we have a inadvertent stoppage in play. Not entirely sure why. Scott, I don't know if you were looking down there. I don't know why we got.
Yeah, there's a button on the hand controller that if you touch it, it will set the buzzer off. So I think somebody inadvertently touched the buzzer button. And I was thinking probably about 10 seconds, which is, did they add any time?
Well, they actually had time run off the clock.
Right, I was counting, yeah, it was about 10 seconds, so they added 8.
There we go.
Oops.
Play at center. Sent all the way down to the Maryville zone for Logan Aaron to send it around. Now the captain will bring it up. That's Madeline Johnson. And we get a hit there at the scorer's table. And going right into the penalty box is Johnson. Just the 4th power play for the Sun Devils. Cross-check, I believe?
Yes, that's correct.
Just 4 penalties, 8 minutes assessed to the Saints.
Goes to number 22, Madeline Johnson, for cross-checking.
So power play number 4. This one missing wide by Lutz. And with 50 seconds remaining, Lindenwood will just work the puck. They'll have the lead too. Left side. Goes to Jones, drive in, and a save. Right side now, Lutz. And she'll send it in. Glove save by Cadron. 35.1 remaining. Again, our next broadcast tomorrow, we'll have it for you, Maryville and Concordia, 10 a.m. Breakfast with us. Scott, I don't know if you're a coffee drinker. We'll get to it in a second as O'Leary has a break. She gets taken out. Do we get a penalty shot, though?
I don't think she was in the motion of shooting, but we'll see. Got his hand up still.
A penalty shot. It has been called. Now, here's the thing. If she cannot take the penalty shot because of injury, but it looks like she'll be okay. So it will be a penalty shot. One of the most exciting plays in hockey.
Probably in all sports.
So this is O'Leary. The goaltender cannot move until the player touches the puck. And on the whistle, she'll have it. Gingerly to the left, trying to get the goaltender to move, and lost the puck. Was trying to flip it up, but lost it on the flip. And if you're Arizona State, you say thank you. We'd rather have that than a penalty. But 23.5 seconds remains here in the period. Face-off is one to the corner. And Murphy to flip it. 9 seconds to go. Shot in, make that. Cadron makes the save, and that is it for the third period. Just 2 goals in the third period. Poisson with a power play goal. Cecchini with an even strength goal at 15:38. And that is it for the scoring in the third. We will go back over the scoring for you here. Poisson with her 10th at 2:28. Radcliffe, her second at 4:58 of the second period. Again, there was no scoring in the first. Martin for ASU shorthanded at 9:40. That makes it a 2-1 game. Pladsen gets her third on the power play. Arizona State at 13:08 has a 3-1 lead. Then Murphy's ninth to make it 4-1 at 14:27. Benson and Ketchum with the assists. And then Ketchum, her second at 17:16 of the second. In the third, Poisson with a power play goal after a scramble in front at 4:20, her fifth. And then Cecchini with the final goal to make it 6-2 for Arizona State at 15:28. And that's the way things end up. Again, don't forget, our next broadcast will be Maryville versus Concordia. That'll be tomorrow morning. We hope you will tune in for that. Power plays, 1 for 4 were the Sun Devils, 1 for 8 were the Saints. Shots on goal. Do my totaling here. And it looks like a total of 13 on McClellan for a 3-period total of 43. And 7, let's see if we can do this right. No, actually it looks like 13 for a 3-period total of 35 on Caitlin Cadron. 6-2 is the final. Again, don't forget, we will be here tomorrow. We'll have 10 a.m. start, Maryville and Concordia. We hope you'll tune in then. For Scott Lutzke, I'm Steve Cass, and thanks for joining us. Day 2 in the books. And a final score here, Arizona State 6-2 over Maryville. 2 more games tomorrow. We hope you'll tune in. They are going to be good ones. Until tomorrow, everyone have a good night.